Getting ready for the first heat here tonight at the Midvale Speedway during the Mid-Vid race of the Fall Classic. Over 150 cars here at Midvale Speedway. First heat, Paul Barnes will bring them in. Dennis Berry, 52. Rob Swindell, 31. Mike Stacy, 5. 14 of Larry Gill. 94, Robbie Dean. 26, Bill Straley. 24 of... Here we go. Ron Stokey. 43 of Denny Pettit and 62 of Lloyd Ritchie. Down the backstretch. Top 3 make it to tomorrow's Fall Classic. Dennis Berry out in front. Paul Barnes hanging on that second spot. Mike Stacy on the outside in third. Rob Swindell in fourth. And Robbie Dean fifth with Larry Gill sixth. Paul Barnes takes her low down to turn number 2. Robbie Dean and Rob Swindell side by side racing down the backstretch as Dennis Berry shows the way in 52. Paul Barnes hanging on that second spot. And Mike Stacy in third in number 5. Rob Swindell 31, Robbie Dean still side by side. Then Larry Gill 14, Bill Straley 26. Ron Stokey 24, Lloyd Ritchie 62, and Denny Pettit 43. Out in front is still Dennis Berry in the Liberty Ford, 52. Now, Mike Stacy looks to the outside of Paul Barnes, trying to get that second spot. Paul hanging on down the front stretch. Into turn 1, it's still Paul Barnes in that second spot. Mike Stacy in third after number 5. Rob Swindell in 31 in that fourth spot. He bumps Paul coming out of turn 4. Paul keeps going now. Mike Stacy. Paul Barnes gets it back on the inside. Halfway this time by for Dennis Berry. Your battle for second, third, and fourth. Stacy into third now. Into second. On the outside, Paul Barnes back to third. Rob Swindell now pulls on the outside of Paul Barnes. Battling for that last final transfer spot. Rob Swindell, 31, now into third. Mike Stacy in second. To go. Dennis Berry way out in front. Second is Mike Stacy. Third is Rob Swindell. Fourth now is the Big Bird, Robbie Dean. Then Paul Barnes, Larry Gill, Bill Straley, Ron Stokey, Lloyd Ritchie, Denny Pettit. Front is still Dennis Berry in the Liberty Ford, 52. Mike Stacy holding down second. Rob Swindell third. Robbie Dean now is starting to pressure Rob Swindell for third spot. White flag coming out this time by. Stretch goes Dennis Berry in the Liberty Ford, 52. Dennis Berry wins it. He's in the feature. Here comes Mike Stacy. And Rob Swindell. And Robbie Dean, Larry Gill, Bill Straley, Paul Barnes, Ron Stokey. All right, your 3 transfer positions. Rob Swindell in 31, Mike Stacy in 5, and your winner, Dennis Berry in 52. All right, second heat. Kenny Stevens 21, Scott Drake 91, Bill Cantley 26, Dino Long 80, Gary St. Amant 3, Mike Ward 61, George Apodi 61, 16 of Billy Becker, 75 Rick Martin, and 02 of Greg Hewley. Here we go. Top three make it. No start, no start. Total restart. All right, total restart. Here we go. Kenny Stevens and Scott Drake. We got a green. Got Mike Ward all out of shape. Him and Gary St. Amant. All right, we're going to try her again. Down in turn one, it's Scott Drake. On the outside, it's Dino Long in 80. Kenny Stevens in third at 21. Mike Ward moving up in that 61 car. First time, I believe, ever here at Midvale Speedway. We got George Apodi. Round backwards. Turn 4. Yellow it out, yellow out. No start. No start. We got a green. Here we go. Down to 1. Out of 2, it's Scott Drake from Xenia, Ohio. And George Apodi spins out in turn number 2 and 41. The fifth time's the charm. Here we go. Scott Drake going away. Battle for that second, third, fourth, and fifth spot. Scott Drake, Kenny Stevens. Bill Cantley, Gary St. Amant, Mike Ward, Dino Long, Rick Martin, Billy Becker, and George Apodi. Out. Here we go. Yellow light is out. Come on, people. 3 down, 12 to go. Here we go. Scott Drake at 91. Bill Cantley on the inside. They're going to charge for the lead. On the outside, trying to get third. Kenny Stevens hanging on that third spot. Scott Drake. fourth is Mike Ward. Mike Ward and Kenny Stevens battling after that fourth spot. Halfway. The fourth, and we got Barry St. Amant and Scott Drake. 5 to go. Bill Kelly out in front. Second is Gary St. Amant. Third, Scott Drake. Gary St. Amant, Scott Drake, Mike Ward, Dino Long, Kenny Stevens out there racing yet. White flag coming out this time. Down the backstretch one more time into turn 3. Out of 4. Here he comes from Columbus, Ohio. Bill Kelly, Gary St. Amant, Scott Drake, fourth. Oh, Mike Ward. Mike Ward lost the motor coming across the line. Hot ride coming out that front straightaway. Your 3 finishers, Bill Canley, Scott Drake, and Gary St. Amant will go into the feature tomorrow. Tough break for Mike Ward. Okay. All right, first heat in the sports stocks. Junior Cart, bring him in at 21. Then Harold Fair Jr., 81. 07, Randy Gray. 34, Jeff Smith. 36, A.J. Dino. 19, John Pate. 30, Terry Stevens. 19 of Tim Hiller. 45, Ed Singhoss. And 93 of Dwayne Hartline. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Harold Fair Jr., Junior Cart, and Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith makes a dive on the inside. Third right out, John Pate. Junior Cart in fourth. A.J. Dino at 36. Jeff Smith at 34, Harold Fair Jr. in 81, then A.J. Dino 36. As Jeff Smith takes the lead, John Pate's in fourth at 19, Junior Cart fifth. Randy Gray, Terry Stevens, Tim Hiller, Ed Singhoss, and Dwayne Hartline. Smith showing the way in 34. A.J. Dino right there in second spot. Third is Harold Fair Jr. Fourth is John Payne in 19. On the outside, Jeff Smith from Massillon, Ohio, showing the way. A.J. Dino from Canton, he's in that second spot. Halfway this time by, halfway for him. A.J. Dino looks to the outside of Jeff Smith at 34. He's got second. He wants first. As they come out of fourth, side by side racing down the home stretch. John Payton waiting at third spot. And Harold Fair Jr. is in fourth. Randy Gray fifth. Jeff Smith holds A.J. Dino off going down the backstretch. He's still showing the way on the inside. John Payton now closing on that second spot. Jeff Smith still showing the way at 34. A.J. Dino around on the outside. John Payton third. Fourth is Harold Fair Jr. Fifth is Randy Gray. Sixth is Terry Stevens. Seventh is Junior Cart. Eighth is Ed Singhoss and Dwayne Hartline. Jeff Smith holds him off in turn two, down the backstretch. Eddie Warmack's got the white flag in hand. White flag out for Jeff Smith, then number 34. A.J. Dino in that second spot, out of four, here we go. Jeff Smith, A.J. Dino, John Payton. We got a battle for fourth. Harold Fair Jr., Randy Gray, Terry Stevens, and Junior Cart, Ed Singhoss, and Dwayne Hartline.
Okay, Derek Trucking, Chevy Light, sponsor number 34 car. Guys, that's the one
Top two finishers make it, so that means A.J. Dino in 36 and Jeff Smith there with the checker flag in hand will advance to tomorrow's Sportsman feature, paying $1,000 to win. Second heat, tonight in the Sportsman class, Randy Sword from Columbus, Ohio, first time ever here. On the pole, Chuck Surratt 22. 27, next row back is Greg Sharp. Outside of him is 51. Dave Watson in 51. Jack Brill, 05. Here we go. We got a green. Mike Himes, 28. 11 is Mark White. 55, Jim Raines. 44, Don Singhouse. And 99 is J.R. Whitaker. And Chuck Surratt showing the way. Randy Sword and Mike Himes come together. Still racing. Taking the top two finishers, Chuck Surratt and Dave Watson at 51. Right now, first and second. Third is number 27 of Greg Sharp. Jack Brill fourth. Mark White is in fifth spot at number 11. Then Mike Himes in 28. Jack Brill looks the outside of Greg Sharp, trying to get that third spot. Chuck Surratt still showing the way. Dave Watson in that second spot. Third is Jack Brill. Fourth is Greg Sharp. Fifth is number 11 of Mark White. Sixth is Mike Himes. Seventh is Randy Sward. Eighth is Jim Raines, Don Singhaus, and J.R. Whitaker. Halfway this time by. Coming up on halfway for Chuck Surratt. Jack Brill looks the inside of Dynamite Dave Watson. He looks the inside. He's got second coming out of 4. Now he's going for the lead. He looks to the outside of Chuck Surratt. Out of turn number 2, him and Surratt are still side by side. Down to turn number 3 is still side by side racing, but Jack Brill inching himself into that number lead. First spot. 05 Jack Brill, former Super Late Model driver, now showing the way. Chuck Surratt in second in 22. Third is Dynamite Dave Watson. Then Greg Sharp in 27. Mike Himes 28. Mark White in number 11. Randy Sward, Jim Raines, Don Singhaus, and J.R. Whitaker. Jack Brill out in front. White flag coming out this time by. You're bound for that second and final transfer spot. Chuck Surratt still has second going into turn 1. It will be a dogfight for that lead. That second spot. Out of 4, here he comes, Jack Brill. Chuck Surratt will finish second. Third, Greg Sharp. Fourth, photo finish between Dave Watson and Mike Himes. Then 11 of Mark White, Randy Sward, Jim Raines, Don Singhaus, and J.R. Whitaker. So your top 2 finishers are Jack Brill in 05 and second, number 22, Chuck Surratt.
Excavating sponsor number 5 car. Have a big round of applause for Jack Brill. John and Jack Brill over in Akron, Ohio.
Okay, your top 10 qualifiers already look like to be number 10 of Scott Ramey, number 11 of Dwayne Workman, 98 of Wes Galbraith. Let's see, number 7 of Tom Smith, 17 must be John White, 70 of Mario Diano, 33 of Ed Nelson, and 49 your top qualifier looks like to be Desecker, your top qualifier, 49. Rich, right?
For sale for 3.
Oh, I didn't say Rich, I forgot. Yeah. Okay, getting ready for the third heat. On the pole, looks like Mike Withers in 57. Mark McGrath in 28.6. Matt Grubel Sr. in 12. Doug Severs in 3. 50 Kenny Carroll. 87 Jeff Egan. 50 Bobby Porter. 5 Don Claude Hilton Jr. 31 of Dennis Kelly and 4 of Jason Ramsey. Mark McGrath shows the way. Leading lap 1. Second, 57 of Mike Winters. Here comes Mac Gribble Sr. 12. Kenny Carroll in 50s, trying to get that second spot. Right now, your leader's Mark McGrath at 26. Second is Mac Gribble Sr. at 12. Third is Kenny Carroll. Fourth is Mike Winters. Fifth is Doug Summers. Seventh is Jeff Egan. Eighth is Bobby Porter. Five, Claude Hill Jr. and Dennis Kelly, 31, and Jason Ramsey in 4. Doug Summers and Mike Winters battling out for that 4th spot. Kenny Carroll looks to the outside, trying to get second. Number 2 spot's up for grabs. Side-by-side racing. Kenny Carroll and Mac Gribble Sr. battle up that second and final transfer spot. Doug Summers moving up. He's in that 4th spot. Coming out for Jeff Egan in 87. Yellow flag is out. All right, here we go. Mark McGrath still showing the way at 26. Your battle for that second spot. Max Gribble Sr. and Kenny Carroll. Then Doug Summers in that 4th spot, still trying to get second. Kenny Carroll inching his way in that 2nd spot. Doug Summers up there now challenging Mac Gribble Sr. for that 3rd spot. Mark McGrath in 26. White flag will be out this time by. White flag is out. Kenny Carroll. Yellow flag coming out. Yellow flag is out. All right, here we go. We got a green. Kenny Carroll and Mark McGrath had to go to the tail. That puts Mac Gribble Sr. in the lead. Doug Summers is in 2nd now. Mike Winters in 3rd. Jeff Egan 4th. White flag out this time. Boy, old Gribble is really smoking up a storm. He's on fire! He's on fire! Mac Gribble Sr. is on fire. He crosses the line first. Doug Summers will finish 2nd, but he's on fire underneath that front end. They got him stopped. He's out. He's out of the car.
Car will be the number 12 car, Matt Gribble Sr. He has serious mechanical problems with animals this time. Second place, we Doug Summers, the number 3 car.
Doug Summers and Matt Gribble Sr. advance.
Third place car.
We'll get you on now, okay?
Okay.
Number
20 laps they'll go. Scott Baker, Chaz Howe in 50, Rich Rohr in 7, Mike Miller in 9, 30 of Brian Volk, 29 Roger Black, 44 John Crumrine, 75 of the captain's car, but it's B.A. Malcolm driving it, and 84 Dan Villers. Go down to turn number 3. Out of 4, we got a green. Side-by-side racing between Scott Baker and Chaz Howe. Yellow flag out, yellow flag out. Okay, 20 laps they'll go. The way they finish, the way they will start tomorrow, 75 lap. Malkwood Fall Classic. We got a green. Scott Baker, Chaz Howe, Rich Rohr in 7th in that 3rd spot. Ryan Volk in 4th. Mike Miller in 5th. John Crumrine 6th. Lap 1 goes to Scott Baker. Chaz Howe holding down that 2nd spot. 3rd is Richie Rohr. 4th is Brian Volk. 5th. Right now, a challenge between John Crumrine and Mike Miller. Two laps in. B.A. Malcolm looks to the outside. He's trying to get by Roger Black. Scott Baker, 2nd is Chaz Howe, 3rd is Richie Rohr, 4th is Brian Volk, 5th is John Crumrine, 6th is Mike Miller, 7th now is Brad Malkwood, 8th is Roger Black, 9th is Danny Miller. Chaz Howe from Michigan, he's still in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Richie Rohr. 4th is Brian Volk. 5th is John Crumrine. 7th. 6th is B.A. Malkwood. 7th is Mike Miller. 8th is Roger Black, and 9th is Dan Miller. Time by, halfway in. is Richie Rohr in the Santa Marino number 7. Then Brian Bolt, John Crumrine, B.A. Malquit, Mike Miller, Roger Black, and Dan Billers. And not making the race for some mechanical reason is John Klein in 301. Finish is the way they start, I believe. Scott Baker still showing the way. Jazz Howe holding down second. 5 to go this time by. SBA Michael looks to the inside of John Klein. Challenging for that second spot. Second, Chaz Howell. Third, Rich Orr. Fourth, Brian Moak. Fifth is still John Crumrine. And sixth is B.A. Macklin. Seventh is still Mike Miller. Eighth is still Roger Black. And ninth is still Denny Miller. Coming out this time by. Second spot is up for grabs. Out of 4, Baker wins it. Your battle for second. Rich Rohr, Jazz Howe, Brian Bolt, John Crumrine, Brad Malquit, Mike Miller, Roger Black, and Dan Billers. Second looks like it'll be Richie Rohr in 7, and 50 of Chaz Howe will start third tomorrow. But starting on the pole tomorrow from Fairlawn, Ohio, he led every lap, 20-lap shootout. He finished second last week down at Columbus in the main event. 5, Scott Baker in a pit stop car wash, number 4.
This is Scott Baker, winner of the Malcolm Racing Engines 20-lap shootout. $5 richer this gentleman is plus he gets a good starting spot. And the ball is taking 75 laps, $4,000 win. Okay, let's have a big round of applause for Scott Baker, driving a number 4.
Fast heat in the sports talk. I believe the way they finish, the way they start tomorrow, I believe. Scott Ramey in 10. Your top 8 qualifiers. Then Dwayne Workman in 11 on the outside. Wes Galbraith 98. 7 of the farmer, Tom Smith. Then John White in 17. Mario Diano in 70. 33, Ed Nelson. And Rich Dessaker in 49. Your top qualifier. Here we go. Yellow light, no start, yellow light. All right, here we go. Down to turn number 1, it's Scott Ramey in 10, Dwayne Workman on the outside in 11, Wes Galbraith in that 3rd spot, and Farmer Smith in 4th. Lap 1 out of 4. Here he goes. To Scott Ramey. Scott Ramey showing the way. Dwayne Workman. Wes Galbraith makes a move to the outside, trying to get by Dwayne Workman for that 2nd spot. 3rd. 4th is still Farmer Smith. 5th is John White. Then Mario Diano in 70. Rich Dessager, then Ed Nelson. Scott Ramey from Canton, Ohio, still showing the way. Dwayne Workman, I believe, point champion for the Lorain County Speedway in second. Third is still Wes Galbraith, Denison, Ohio. Fourth is Farmer Smith. Now he lives down in Tuskegee, still in that fourth spot. Mario Dino, Rich Dessager trying to get it on the outside of John White. He's got him going down the backstretch. Halfway this time by, halfway. Rich Dessager moves to the outside, trying to get by Mario Diano. They're side by side going to turn number 3. Scott Ramey still showing the way. Farmer Smith and Wes Galbraith side by side for that third spot. We got Rich Dessager spinning in turn number 1. Yellow light is out. Here we go. Scott Ramey still showing the way. Dwayne Workman in second. Third is Wes Galbraith. Fourth, Farmer Smith. Fifth is John White. Sixth is Rich Dessager. Then Ed Nelson. Then Mario Diano. Still showing the way in 10. Dwayne Workman in second. White flag will be out this time by as Rich Dessager goes by John White for 5th spot. White flag is out. Down the back stretch into turn number 3. Out of 4, here he comes. Canton, Ohio, Scott Ramey. Dwayne Workman, Wes Galbraith, Farmer Smith, Rich Dessager, John White, and Ed Nelson, and Mario Diano. Heat in the street stock division. Classic, 1992, on the pole, 71, Rob Julian, 91, Rick Curtin, 31, Tom Early, 43, Roger Smith, 98, Mark Willison, 65, Jeff Hawthorne, 36 is Mario Diano, 77 is Bear Swartz. Rob Julian out into about a 5-car length lead. Mark Willison moving his way up to second. One brick shy, dropping back to third. Tom Early moving back to third. Mario Diano coming up through the pack. He's making a bid on the inside of 81 of Jeff Mundell. Jeff Hawthorne now down on the inside of Jeff Mundell. Mark Willison moving up on a tailgate of Rob Julian. He wants second place. He wants the lead. It's a 4-car battle going into turn 1 and 2. Here comes Mario Diano on the outside. Halfway home this time around. Mark Willison getting sideways and Mario Diano moving down on the inside. You could throw a blanket over the top 4 cars. And then the next 4 pack, you got Jeff Mundell, Jeff Hawthorne, Roger Smith, and car number 83 out there. Going for the lead, Mario Diano on the outside. Side-by-side racing between Rob Julian and Mario Diano. Mario gets him down the backstretch. Rob Julian comes back on the inside of the turn. Spin between 83, contact between 83 and 65. No green flag yet, no yellow out yet. Hawthorne sitting in the middle of the turn, there's no yellow flag. Now the yellow comes out. Green flag's out, but it won't stay out long. 98 spun out in the turn. Okay, Mark Willison went in the pits. We got a green flag back out. Your pace setter is Mario Diano, Rob Julian in second, Tom Early in third, Jeff Mundell fourth, Roger Smith trying to make it up to 4th place. He's now in 5th. White flag, 1 more lap to go. Checker flag out. Tom Early's heading to the fence. Rob Julian gets second. Mario Diano wins. And Tom Early falls back to 4th place.
Tom Early way up high up in the marbles up there. Car off that number 4 corner. Fine job getting the car back up.
Winner of your first heat race in the street stock division. Also raced in the sports stock division tonight. Former super late model driver, Mario Diano.
Mario Diano, fine young driver. Keep it action out there, folks. Started dead last, drove right up the front.
Second heat, street stock division on the pole car number 33 is Bob Cruz. On the outside him. Top 2 make the feature. 26. Car number 11 is Steve White. 32 is Bill Bittaker. 3 is Dave Martin. 05 is Mike Gillen. 19, Kathy Mead. 61, Gary McKenzie. Number 3 and number 51 is Jay Dravecki. Steve White getting high on the outside there. Hanging and banging for the lead. Bob Cruz holding down the lead. Bill Bittaker on the outside. Bob Cruz still setting the pace. Bill Bittaker on the outside. And car 27's right there. 26 is there in case of any mistakes. Your pole setter, Bill Bittaker hanging on, and here comes Mike Gillen. Bob Cruz running a fine race, halfway home this time around. Black 26 car is Jim Swartz. Steve White hammers Bob Cruz. Steve White goes spinning. Bob Cruz goes to the inside. Yellow flag out. Five laps in, 5 to go in this street stock heat race. Top 2 make it. While Bill Bittaker and Mike Gillen bringing them in. Mike Gillen testing the inside of the old man, Bill Bittaker. Dave Martin making a try on the outside. Jim Swartz at 26 on the inside. Kathy Mead and Gary McKenzie getting together, turn 3 and 4. Yellow flag out. We'll try this one more time. Bill Bittaker bringing him in. Mike Gillen hot on his trail. Jim Stewart in 3rd place. Steve White's moved his way back up to 4th. Kathy Mead off pace, she fell into the pits. Jay Dravecki's moving on the inside of Gary McKenzie in the back of the pack. White flag out, 1 more lap to go. Checker flag out once again. While Bill Bittaker picks up another win. Mike Gillen 2nd. Jim Stewart's 3rd. Steve White's 4th. Dave Martin is 5th. There you go, Bill. Unofficially, your all-time leading checker flag winner in the history of Midvale Speedway, from New Philadelphia, Ohio, Bill Bittaker.
Sponsor number 32 car, opening round bond for Bill Bittaker.
Hey, Roger. Hey, Roger. Bill.
Jeff, next, please report to the ticket booth.
Tim Barnhart brings in the next street stock heat race. 05 is Dave Treadway. 30, Kim Herron. 22 tonight is being driven by they're getting sideways out there. Going into turn 2. 17 way off pace. Tim Barnhart is way off pace. Dave Treadway's in the lead. Rich Schweitzer's in second. Kim Herron's in third. 22 of Greg Wilson is in fourth. What are you doing? Ready to resume green flag racing on the pole. Car number 11. Car number 11 is Mark Thomas. 05, Dave Treadway. 49 is Rich Schweitzer. 30, Kim Herron. Mark Thomas holding down the pole position. He's holding off the field. It's a 4-car, 5-car battle for the lead. Dave Treadway gets the edge. Kim Herron hauling back for second. Treadway gets sideways. He's doing a fine job holding that down. Mark Thomas resumes the lead. Dave Treadway is in second place. Rich Schweitzer diving on the inside. It's 4 wide for the lead. And they're all going towards the fence. Okay, 2 cars go on the back of the pack. The 2 cars have spun. The 2 that made it through are still on the front of the choo-choo train. 05, Dave Treadway, and 49, Rich Schweitzer battling out for the lead. 79, Dave Walter. And 22 of yellow flag still out. Okay, we once again want to go green flag racing here. Dave Treadway bringing him in. 49, Rich Schweitzer in second. 79 of Dave Walter is in third. 22, Greg Wilson in fourth. Top 2 make it. The rest go to the last chance race. Kim Herron working his way on the outside of car number 55 in the back of the pack, trying to make it towards the front again. It's halfway home this time around. Kim Herron picking them off one by one in the back of the pack. A little fender rubbing between him and the car 57 out there. Getting sideways, and Kim Herron wants that inside track. 79, Dave Walter on the outside of Rich Schweitzer. He's trying to make the feature. Kim Herron works his way around, back up to 4th place now, but there's quite a gap between him and the 2nd and 3rd place driver. Side by side for 2nd place. That's the bubble spot for the feature. Who will it be? Will it be Rich Schweitzer? Will it be Dave Walter? Dave Treadway bringing them in. White flag in hand by Eddie Warmack. The question is, who's going to make the feature through this heat race? Dave Treadway takes the white flag. Dave Walter works the outside of the veteran Rich Schweitzer. Checker flag in hand for Dave Treadway. Your battles for second place. And Rich Schweitzer nips him at the line. Dave Walter in second. Kim Herron. Dave Walter in third, excuse me. Kim Herron in fourth. And 22 of Greg Wilson in fifth. Your winner. And transfer spot to the feature 05 of Dave Treadway. Also making it is car number 49, Rich Schweitzer.
Cut the microphone out. Take that TV off of there. Yellow.
First heat in the Detroit Iron Division. On the pole, car number 77 is Ron Craver. Number 8 is Paul Butler. 34 is Russ Moreland. 93, Jack Hooper. 13, Bob Shinneberry. 28, Brian Feaster. 64, Doug Decker. And 44 is Don Hooper. Ron Craver taking an early lead. Paul Butler on the outside trying to get the lead right back. Bob Shinneberry takes it up to that high groove. Don Hooper passes Doug Decker on the inside. Yellow flag out. Yellow flag out.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, we're going to restart them. Yellow flag still out. Yellow flag still out. We're back to green flag racing. Ron Craver bringing them in. Russ Moreland, Jack Hooper, Bob Shinneberry on the outside. Don Hooper makes it down on the inside of Shinneberry for fourth position.
93 car, Jack Cooper, 44 Don Hooper, 13 Bob
You can throw a blanket over Don Hooper, Jack Hooper, Bob Shinneberry, and now Brian Feaster moves his way up. Brian Feaster's back in his own right after a long-term layoff. Halfway home this time around. Halfway this time around.
Okay, coming in on that pole, 4 down, 4 more to go. I'm trying to close the gap on here.
Bob Shinneberry moves his way around Jack Hooper. Now Brian Feaster's working his way on the inside of Hooper. J.T. Turner, I guess, is in car number 44. He's down on the inside of Russ Moreland for second place. White flag out. One more lap to go for Ron Craver. Checker flag out. It's a shootout to the finish between Ron Craver and J.T. Turner. Ron Craver, your winner. J.T. Turner, second. Russ Moreland, third. Shitterberry, fourth.
It's like 04.
Third lady out there running yet? That lady? No. Stella Stiff? No. What number is that green and black one? 12. Second heat in the Detroit Iron Division on the pole. 21, Dan Steen. 04, Jim Paris. 03, Kevin Herron. 27, Bill Hilliker. 08, Sean Lewis. 98, Lee Willison. Number 7 is Ruben Stolzfus. And number 12 car out there. We'll check his identification here. Car number 12 was Bill Brayman. Side-by-side racing between Dan Steen and Jim Paris. Kevin Herron looking to the inside, but he backs out going into turn 3. It's a 4-car battle for the lead. Dan Steen has the edge. Jim Paris coming out of turn 3 down the backstretch. Now Dan Steen gets the edge down the backstretch. And here comes Jim Paris and Kevin Herron halfway home this time around. Halfway. Jim Paris motoring back on the outside. Here comes Dan Steen up the middle. And Kevin Herron right there in case anybody makes a mistake. Jimmy Paris tucks it down in for the lead. Dan Steen getting sideways. Sean Lewis moving up on Kevin Herron. Sean Lewis making a bid on the inside of Dan Steen. He's getting sideways. Steen gets the edge. White flag out. One more lap to go. Checker flag in hand once again for 04, Jim Paris. Dan Steen second, Kevin Herron nips Sean Lewis for third.
Okay, 03 in, third place car, Sean Lewis, 08 car, fourth place car.
This guy's captured some checker flags this year. He's trying to catch his mentor, Bill Bittaker. He's only got about 120 more checker flags to get before he catches him, but he's trying one by one. Jungle Jim Paris.
Yeah, but he lost one there, because last night Bill won the heat. Wow, Richard. Bill Bittaker. We gotta find out the number 40.
Okay, driving the 04 car out of right side of the ball for Jim Paris. Picking up the second checker flag this afternoon.
Let me off, John. Okay. Go off.
Micro minis, buddy. They don't know you. Third heat in the Detroit Iron Division on the pole. Last year's Fall Classic winner, car number 2. Number 2 is Mike Stewart. 7 is Don Rufner. 99, Dan Gruhl. 57, and we got one turning around in turn 1 and 2. Oh no, what I do? Last year's Fall Classic winner, Mike Stewart in the lead. Don Rufner in second. Dan Gruhl third. Scott Strebler fourth. Jeff Barlett is moving his way up through the pack. He's this year's point champion. Dan Gruhl getting sideways. Car number 36, TJ Scott moving down on the inside. Barlett's moving up to fourth, but he's getting sideways in the turn. Mike Stewart, still your leader. Second place, Don Rufner. Scott Strebler in third. TJ Scott fourth. Paul Butler fifth. And Jeff Barlett sixth. Looks like everybody's kind of taking it easy out there. They want to make that feature race later on this afternoon. White flag out, one more lap to go. Mike Stewart's got the edge. Don Rufner's nailing down second. Paul Butler's working the outside, trying to move up. And here comes TJ Scott on the inside of Scott Strebler. Mike Stewart coasts for the easy victory. Don Rufner second. TJ Scott third. Scott Strebler fourth.
Scott Strebler, 57 over your fourth place car.
Heat number 4 in the Detroit Iron Division on the pole. Bill Reese in car 36. Butch Burkowski in number 88, 72. Jim Nicely. Number 9 out there. Don Marino. And car 51 and 15 getting together. They're going to the infield. Yellow flag out. We'll try this start of the fourth heat again. We got Bill Reese and Butch Forsowski on the pole. Don Marino and car number 72 of Jim Nicely out there. Barney Gerber's in 2. Number 3 is Bill Cross. 15 is Tom McKnight. Number 9 car, Don Marino. The 51 car, 51 is John Magyar. Jim Nicely working the inside of Bill Reese. Every car in this particular race right here, except for Barney Gerber, are rookies to this track. Bill Reese has been here, but the rest of the cars are pretty much rookies. Jim Nicely out into the lead. Bill Reese in second. Halfway home this time around. Halfway home. Flag out, one more lap to go. Barney Gerber's working his way up through. He's up to third place. Checker flag at hand by Eddie Marmack for car number 72, Jim Nicely. Butch Varsowski's in second, Barney Gerber's in third.
Mike Myers, pick up the phone, please. Mike Myers, pick up the phone.
First time here this year, car number 72, Jim Nicely. Heat number 5 in the Detroit Iron Division on the pole. Car number 1 is Scott Marino. Mike Damasio. 40, Stella Stiff. Duffy Smith getting in trouble with Bob Eichel. Bob Eichel goes to the fence. Green flag's out. Car number 1. Scott Damasio, Stella Stiff in 40. Jeff Nine's making a bid on the outside. He's passing the whole field. 4 high going into turn 3 and 4. Can they all make it? Everybody's getting a little edgy, and they all made her through. Larry Cox Jr. makes his way up. Jeff Nine still working the outside. Duffy Smith getting kind of squirrely out there. Jeff Nine moving his way up from the back of the pack in 2 laps. Mike Damasio holding on to second, but here comes Larry Cox. They're rubbing the fenders. As they say in Days of Thunder, that's just racing. Here comes Duffy Smith up through the middle. Jeff Nine got about a 15 car length advantage. Larry Cox Jr.'s in second. Mike Damasio's in third. Car number 68 out there. Michelle Wood in car number 68, Duffy Smith, 29. Stella Stiff in 40. Ken Stauffer in car number 19. Jeff 9 coasting out there. He's got her in low gear now. He's still way ahead. Car number 19 of Ken Stauffer really has a breakdown in his engine. White flag, one more lap to go. Jeff 9's got about a half a track lead. Larry Cox Jr.'s in second. Here comes Jeff 9. Jeff 9 takes a checker. Larry Cox Jr. will end up in second. Michelle Wood in third. Mike Damasio fourth. Duffy Smith in fifth. I believe this is this guy's first checker flag of the 1992 season. He does it at the Fall Classic. Car number 55, Jeff 9. Fast heat in the street stock division. This is rained out program from last night. We did not get this race in. On the pole, car number 67, John Tannerelli. 84, Randy Burns. 18 is Glenn Jewell. 38, Earl McDonald Jr., 17, John Bornhurst, 40, John Ramser, 75, Ronnie Dagan. Your top qualifier is car number 88, Marvin Orkshire. How they finish here is how they'll start today's feature. Randy Burns jumping out in the lead. Here comes Earl McDonald on the outside. Randy Burns is starting to take a pace out here. John Tannerelli's holding down second. Earl McDonald's working the outside for third. Halfway home this time around. Halfway home this time around. Glenn Jewell's working the inside now of John Tannerelli. Randy Burns is out to a big lead. Here comes your points champion in this division for the 1992 season, Glenn Jewell. John Bornhurst is working his way. White flag out, one more lap to go. Looks like Randy Burns gets a pull in the feature later on today. Glenn Jewell second, John Bornhurst in third, Ronnie Dagg, John Tannerelli, John Ramser, Earl McDonald, and Marvin Orkshire. Winner of your fast heat in the street stock division, car number 84, Randy Burns.
Everybody go outside. Yeah, we'll just do it there. All right. We got plenty of time to do it.
Okay, Papa Bear's Pizza. Burns Racing Engine, sponsor number 84 car. Have a nice round of applause for Randy Burns.
Catching a lot of wind down there. Catching a lot of wind down there. Hold on.
Well, if so, let's get her unhooked. Okay.
All right, your A main for the Detroit Iron class. 25 laps they'll go. 04, Jim Paris setting the pace. Jeff 9 on the outside. Kevin Hare and Bill Hilliker. Sean Lewis, Lee Willison, Ron Craver, Russ Moreland, Paul Butler, Bob Shinneberry. Kevin Hare looking for the lead on the inside, but backs out to let Jim Paris side-by-side racing. We have 20 cars in this race. Jeff Marlette's starting on the tail. Jim Paris, Kevin Hare, Jeff 9, Sean Lewis, Mark Willison. Bob Shinneberry's inching his way up through. Brian Feaster goes sliding in the infield. Yellow flag out, caution. Okay, this is the white flag lap. Going to go back to green. We got single file racing. We got them all the way from one turn to the other. We got a green. Jim Paris bringing them in. Kevin Harris in second. Sean Lewis is in third. Jeff 9 in fourth. Lee Wilson in fifth. Bill Hilliker in sixth. Shinneberry getting her sideways. Bob Shinneberry spinning around in turn 2. Yellow flag out.
I'll tell you what.
5 laps down, 20 more to go. Jim Paris bringing them in. Sean Lewis working his way up through. Kevin Herron holding down third. Sean Lewis working the inside of Jimmy Paris. Side-by-side battle for the lead. Sean Lewis coming down the backstretch. Sean Lewis takes over the lead. But Jim Paris is fighting back on the outside. Jim Paris won't give up. Sean Lewis is trying to edge him down the backstretch. Doug Decker working his way around Dan Steen. Now he's on the inside of TJ Scott. 5, Johnny Wentz sliding in the infield. Dan Steen and Jack Hooper getting into it, and Steen comes on around. Oh, head-on collision between Dan Steen and Brian Feaster. And the Mid-Vid cameras are right there.
Brian Feaster, 28 car, gets in as he comes off that number 2 corner. Okay, both drivers.
10 laps down, 15 more to go. Sean Lewis setting a pace. Got Jim Paris in second. Kevin Herron in third. Jeff 9 in fourth. Lee Wilson in fifth. This is the Detroit Iron A-Main. Doug Decker sliding his way on the inside of Paul Butler. Jim Paris in hot pursuit. Kevin Herron behind him. Halfway home, and car number 36 goes spinning in turn 2. Yellow flag out. We'll try to resume this race one more time. Sean Lewis bringing him in. Jim Paris second. Kevin Herron third. And Jeff 9 fourth. Bill Hilliker working the outside of Lee Wilson. He's now locked into 5th place. Lee Wilson way off pace. Halfway home this time around. Halfway. Heavy contact between Russ Morton and Ron Craver. Everybody keeps it straight. Doug Decker working his way up through the pack, one by one. He's coming. He's on the inside of Russ Morton now for 6th position. He's getting her sideways. Bob Shinneberry off pace. He's having a hard time keeping it on the track now. He must have a handling problems. Bob Shinneberry in the pit. Jim Paris working his way. He's putting pressure on Sean Lewis now. To go. 5 more circuits around this track. Doug Decker's working his way on the outside, now on the inside. He's trying to get past Bill Hilliker for 5th. laps to go for Sean Lewis. Jim Paris is trying hard to pass him, but he just can't do it. He's working on the outside now. He wants to lead back. White flag out, Jim Paris on the outside. This could be a barn burner at the end. Jim Paris wants it on the outside. One more lap to go. Can he do it? Checker flag out for car number 08. Sean Lewis, Jim Paris, Kevin Herron, Jeff Nye, Bill Hilliker, Doug Decker, Don Hooper, Russ Moreland, Paul Butler. 12, 93, 77, and 22 out there. First time here, I believe, this year, car number 08 picking up the 1992 Fall Classic main event in the Detroit Iron Division.
Still coming up, folks. These guys will be racing next weekend at Speedway. Sports stock, street stock, Detroit Iron. It's a big two-day show over the Speedway Oktoberfest Team Championship races. And this sports stock will be going 50 laps for $1,000 a win. Street stock will be going.
B main in the Detroit Iron Division. Car number 68, Michelle Wood. 36, Bill Reese. 88, Butch Borfrosky. Number 19, Ken Stoffer. 72 is Jim Nicely. 7 is Don Rupner. 15, Tom McKnight. Number two out there is last year's winner, and we got one around in turn 2. Yellow flag out.
Already? Yeah.
Restart. We did not have a lap in. Michelle Wood, Bill Reese bringing them in. Butch Borfrosky, Ken Stoffer, Tom McKnight, car 51, number 2, and we got one up in the fence. Hard in the fence, car number 51. Restart, car number 51, Magyar, went into the fence. He's still in the race. It's amazing. Got the green flag out. Michelle Wood, Bill Reese bringing them in. Butch Borfrosky, Ken Stoffer, Jim Nicely, Don Rupner working his way on the inside of car number 19 out there. Michelle Wood setting the pace. Butch Borfrosky's in second. Jim Nicely working his way up to third. Bill Reese in fourth. And Don Rupner's in fifth. Here comes Barney Gerber up through the pack. Don Rupner's worked his way up to fourth place. Jim Nicely on the outside of car number 88 out there. Michelle Wood still setting the pace. Jim Nicely's up to second. Butch Verhosky's fall back to third. Now Nicely working on the outside of Michelle Wood for first place. Don Rupner's in fourth. Here comes car number 2. Mike Stewart's up to 5th place. And Don Rupner works his way around for 3rd place. Mike Stewart's on a roll. Last year's winner of the Fall Classics up to 4th. Jim Nicely on the outside of Michelle Wood for the lead. Doing a fine job on the inside. We got a wreck between car 15 and car 51 in turn 3 and 4. Yellow flag out. What brings them in? Jim Nicely, Don Rupner, Mike Stewart, Scott Strebler now putting the pressure on the leader, Michelle Wood. Jim Nicely on the outside, Michelle Wood on the inside. Don Rupner is down on the inside of the track. He's collected it back together. Scott Strebler working on the inside of him, trying to take over 4th. Side-by-side battle for the lead between Michelle Wood and Jim Nicely. Fine job of driving by both drivers. Halfway home this time around. Halfway this time around. Jim Nicely getting the edge coming down the backstretch. But Michelle Wood comes back on the inside. Mike Stewart's trying to make a 3 abreast. You can throw a blanket over the top 3 cars. All drivers are doing a fine job of driving. Contact between the top 3. Scott Strebler way off pace. Jim Magyar has worked his way up to 6th place now. He's the one that hit the fence earlier. Got one in the fence down here. Just about the same place as the last one. No stars, no stars. Hold on. Okay. Turn off, John. All right. After a lengthy caution, we're going to try it one more time. We got to keep these cars off of the wall. Yellow flag still out.
Still out?
Yeah. We'll try it one more time. We got the green flag this time. Jim Nicely bringing them in. Michelle Wood 2nd. Mike Stewart 3rd. Don Rupner 4th. 12 laps in, 8 more to go. Side-by-side battle between Don Rupner and Mike Stewart. They're rubbing and they're bumping and they're banging. Don Rupner's a victim of this one. He's going on the inside on the infield. No yellow flag out. Now the caution comes out. Yellow flag's out. They didn't have a lap. 12 laps to go. 72 Jim Nicely bringing him in. Michelle Wood second. Mike Stewart third. Don Rupner fourth. Everybody got their position back because we did not have a lap in. Side by side for second place now between Michelle Wood and Mike Stewart. Jim Nicely's got a pace set here.
Mike Stewart, Michelle Wood, going on to that number 6 line.
Rupner and Stewart getting into it again. Keep it on there. What you don't get today, John, just take this tape home tonight and
Yeah.
dub it off tonight.
They start the other program, we'll bring that stuff back out.
Where'd Crystal go? She inside?
Go up to the car. Go out to the car.
I'm gonna fade her, bud. I'm gonna fade it. Okay?
Yep.